Stay out of trouble and we'll get along just fine.
Twice cursed pig thieves.
Чё себе. Святилище плохого человека.
What a beautiful day. Welcome to the Harvest Festival. Is this your first visit to Badman? The Badman is one of the old gods, the source of all strife and the god of crop failure. According to local tradition, first we gather baskets of fresh apples and bags of hardy grain. Then we burn them on the sacrificial altar in his honor. After that comes the feast. May our humble offerings bring Sheor's mercy upon us. Then we feast. We're a friendly folk here in the Hollows. We share our traditions with all who would respect them. And it's always, like I said before, it's probably just superstition. But as my great uncle Nicodemus used to say, brothers and sisters, the newcomer has made an offering to the Badman. Join with me in celebration. Badman, stern hand of the harvest, master of blight and plenty, accept this gift. Feed and grow stronger.
May his hunger never be sated. May his roots grow ever deeper.
Well done. As a final step, you must scatter dirt on the fire. According to the legend, just as our crops feed on the soil of the Hollows, so too will the Badman feed.
Черт подери, куда я попал.
You're not one of them. Please. Help me get free of these roots. Then I'll explain everything. Self-preservation. Roots first. The dead shock over there. I killed it before these roots grabbed me. Cut out its fire gland, then use it to burn away the...
Спасибо. Ну, подожги что-нибудь. Подожги что-нибудь. Да мне тут просто поджечь надо по квесту.
Lucky you came along when you did. We've got a lot of work to do. That was no harvest festival. Those people are Daedra worshippers, and we're in terrible danger. We're directly beneath the tree. Except it's not a tree. It's a minor Daedric lord. The tree's roots are the key. He channels dark energy through them to keep this pocket of oblivion from collapsing upon itself. Destroying the roots will hurt him. The same way you freed me. Use shocklands to burn the roots in these caverns. That should weaken him. I'll work on planning our escape. Yes, I'm sure you do. Eveline, I was part of a circle of mages testing the boundaries of conjuration. I'd say we were wildly successful, mortal terror notwithstanding. A minor Daedric lord. On this plane, it manifests itself as a giant tree at the center of the Hallows. No, this wasn't the work of any Breton god. The being we're dealing with is a Dromora lord. It adopted the guise of the bad man to lure. The search for divine knowledge, natural curiosity, lots of reasons. Look, if we knew it would corrupt our circle, impersonate an old harvest god, and drain the souls of the living, we certainly would have reconsidered. Deep beneath the roots of the tree. We're not in Glenumbra anymore. The Hallows and these tunnels exist on another plane, a pocket realm. The more the tree grows, the larger this realm. Eveline, I was part of a circle of mages testing the boundaries of conjuration. Many were killed. Their undead corpses still roam these tunnels. The rest were corrupted by the being we conjured. They're mindless followers now, doing its bidding. They created... No, this wasn't the work of any Breton god. The being we're dealing with is a Dromora. The search for divine knowledge, natural curiosity, lots of reasons. Look, if we knew it would corrupt our circle, impersonate an old harvest... I can only assume you were sacrificed. I don't know why you weren't immediately consumed. The souls of the living are like me.
You there. You... Fascinating. The roots do not consume you. The name is Finbeer. I was part of the circle of mages that summoned the Dromora Lord, now posing as the bad man. I can help keep it. The Dromora killed many of my circle. Their undead bones wander these tunnels, clutching the gems we used in the ceremony. Bring me some of them. If the Dromora is banished, I can use them to prevent him from... Is it done? Well done. Once banished, the Dremora will never be able to return to Nirn. Farewell, friend. I'll be sure the ritual goes properly next time.
You got his attention. I can feel his energy shifting. You've definitely got his attention. Now we need to take the fight to him. Here are the shocklands I collected. We need to find a way to feed them to the Dromora directly. Nicholas lived? Traitorous, lying bastard. He was part of our circle. If he's alive, he made a deal with the Dromora. But you may be right. The altar may be...
We were wrong! He is angry!
So much death. You live? Of course. His anger came soon after you were sacrificed. The bad man became enraged. He turned on us, rained death upon the grove. It was consumed in fire. And now, of course, that may be the only way to defeat him. Quickly now, burn the shocklands at his altar. He'll be forced to consume them, and they'll burn him from the inside out. You must hurry. It's our only chance.
You dare to oppose me?
Felt it. A shift in the plains. We should leave this place. But the Daedra banished, the glen will collapse in upon itself. Thank you for all you've done. I hope you'll have the good
Hey, you. Want to make a bit of gold? Stranger, a word. You look like the courageous type. I have an opportunity. You're sober. Nothing too dangerous. My father, Lord Dial, hired a group called the Daggers to investigate the Harpy threat. But they've been gone too long. And, well, I need you to go and find them. You can take the one dagger who managed to find his way back to camp with you. He can fill you in on the details. I'd send my guards, but...
You're going to help me find the rest of the daggers? I'm not sure you're dagger material. Your hands look kind of soft and delicate. Like the daggers were hired to help Lord Deal gather research about the harpies. We get him what he needs and we get paid. Simple as pie. But now the rest of the daggers are missing. We need to find them. Everyone has to start someplace. Even the Fighters Guild had a first mission, didn't they? Who are you to judge? Now let's get out there and... Harpies, eggs, whatever we can bring back so Lord Deal can figure out why these birds... We have to find the missing daggers. Gelvin, our leader, and the Remley brothers. We find them and help them finish their jobs. And while we're at it, we look for the Queen Birdie, Fowling. She's a vicious killer and she needs to be dealt with. We shouldn't dawdle, so we're an odd bunch, that's for sure. Gelvin found each of us either drinking away our troubles or begging for gold on the streets of Daggerfall. A few of us tried to join the city guard or hook up with the Fighters Guild. Truth be told, they wouldn't have us. We weren't good enough for them. So Lord Deal's guards were in the city, looking to hire some muscle. They found us in the Rosy Lion, celebrating our newly formed partnership. We needed a job. Lord Deal needed some help. And here we are. Well, not really. We were talking about how we needed to find a job, and suddenly Lord Deal's men were making us an offer. We took it as a sign that we were doing the right thing. The daggers were going places. I vowed that I would always face my opponents as an equal. If an enemy came at me with a sword, I would meet his blade with one of my own. The harpies fight with claws. How could I go up against them with anything more than the fist, sharp and natural? They don't wield weapons, so neither will I. I will fight them head on. Fist.
How in the 8 do you expect to trap a flying harpy with a trap set on the ground? You're an idiot. You know that, right?
You know I hate it when you yell at me, brother. Now calm down and help me figure out how to get a harpy to trip a wire on the ground. I see the problem now.
Looks like we found the Remley brothers.
Did Lord Deal send you? Well, there's nothing new to report except that my brother is an idiot. Arma placed dozens of traps and he just realized something. Harpies don't... We're trying to capture a few of these creatures. Lord Deal wants to observe the harpies and see if they demonstrate any odd behavior that might explain the recent acts of... We've got some throwing snares. The only problem is the damn harpies are too strong. They need to be weakened before you hit them with the throwing snares. I may have a sword, but I'm not a fighter. That's too dangerous. Lord Deal said a few. So 4, I'd say. Yes, 4 harpies should do.
Привет, вроде не отвалился. А. Видимо, отвалился. Да. Да. Хм. Так. Вроде трансляция идет. Стам Вардена для ПВП. Вообще ничего не понимаю. Стам Варденах, ребята. Даже не подскажу. Да, новый перс. Слушайте, вроде чат работает. Во. Точно работает. А у меня все по нулям было написано, что никто не смотрит. И я так подзабил. Ну, на Твиче тоже работает. Да, ребят, новый персонаж. Ребят, ну, персонаж, квестики делаю. Наслаждаюсь игрой. Все это бесовщина с триалами, данжами просто уже надоело. Хочется, знаете, спокойной пенсии. Шутка, конечно. Блин, а я убил гарпию. Хоба.
Did this could be watching us.
Нифига себе, с оверлоудом чувак фигачит. Гарпия, матриарх, сквернокрылка. Ну что, прыжок веры. Блин, ну это уже ни в какие ворота не лезет. Спрыгнул, наверное, с этажа 5-го и не разбился. Я был реально уверен, что он рипнется. Не, ну тут еще более-менее, но там прям вообще высоко. Блин, да что ж такое, я их убиваю? Смешно.
Wait, is that Gelvin up there? What in Malakat's name is he tangled up in?
Thank you, old friend. Thought I was going to become bird food before you got here. Hello. That was a bit of a predicament. The Remley brothers do set a good trap, I must say. That one trussed me up tight. But now that you're here, help. The daggers don't need any... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm the leader of the daggers and we don't... I was collecting unhatched harpy eggs to bring back to camp. One of the things Lord Deal needs to complete his research. In the nests above, be gentle with them. I don't want the hatchlings to come to any harm. I'm going to rest a moment and then head back to camp.
Да уж, настоящие наемники. Ребят наняли ловить гарпии и выяснить причину, почему гарпии стали такими агрессивными. Вместо этого они наставили ловушек, всех их поймали. Крутой полет, конечно. Мне очень нравятся ДКшки вот этой ультой. Ну, если я играю за них. А когда они против меня, это просто ужас. Они прыгают вот этой ультой и разносят всех в кучу. Так. ТСО паркур. Разгон. Эх. Надежда была.
That's all Lord Deal asked us to do. Let's head back, but I want to have a chat before we enter the camp.
Книга о том, как вервольфы должны бережно относиться к своим шкурам. Интересно, это имеется в виду шерсть или женщина? Скорее всего, шерсть. Подозрительная рыба. Чё? Заходишь к чуваку, у него здесь... Ну, такой домик, кстати, ничего, красивый. Зашел, ну, как он только может спать. Это обеденный стол, рыба. Ну, что, чувак? Сел, ловишь рыбку. Красота. Видимо, у чувака ачивка мастер рыболов, раз у него лодка стоит. Мастер рыболов еще более сложная ачивка, чем ТикТок, наверное. Столько времени уходит эту рыбу ловить.
This is a good spot. Let's talk here before we return to the camp. Listen, you've helped the daggers a lot, and we appreciate it. But before we go back to camp, Gelvin has a good head and a good heart. Always puts the daggers first and keeps us on the right side of the law. Of course, that's part of the reason we're still struggling. Sometimes mercenary, this Lord Deal, something's not right with him. Why does a noble care about harpies? But whatever, it doesn't matter. The daggers need to get paid. You're not listening. I'm saying that it doesn't matter. He could be a saint or Molag Bal himself. What matters is that we get paid so the dagger...
You can't keep them like this, Lord Deal. They're in pain.
I can do what I like with them. After all, I'm the one investigating why these birdies have become so very, very angry.
Ugh. When Gelvin gets back, he won't stand for this.
Ah, you're back. Much more reliable than those damn daggers. I don't see their leader, Gelvin. He didn't come back with you? More gold for the rest of you, I suppose. Now hand over the... I believe we already covered that. Now let me have a look at these beauties. Where's the other egg? I was promised 5 harpy eggs, not 4. Didn't they teach you to count? Then I suggest you find that bootless lout and get it back. There will be consequences. These are my eggs. Dealing with fools and idealists makes me thirsty. I need a drink.
Greedy, ignorant, ugly son of a mammoth's ass. That deal... I wish I knew. The rest of the daggers made it back, but there's been no sign of my brother. I had my doubts about getting involved with Lord Deal. I just wish I'd told Gelvin about them. But who are you anyway? Why do you care about any of this? Well, you helped my brother and his daggers so far. I only hope we can continue to count on your support. So, listen. I heard Deal's threats. I think I know where you can find my brother. Whether you agree with Gelvin, me, or the bastard Deal over there, we need to find Gelvin and... There's a house on an island directly west of this camp. That's where we first met with Lord Deal. I could see that Gelvin was very interested in the place.
Wait out here. Remember what I said. Daggers first, ideals second.
Something fishy's going on here. I think Lord Deal hasn't been entirely truthful with us. But how did you find me? Granette sent you, didn't she? I know. I was on my way back when I decided to investigate this place. When we first arrived, Deal and his sons came out of this building to greet us. I figured if there was any place to get any answers, it was right. Nothing yet, but this whole situation feels off. I'm sure that his lordship hasn't told us the whole truth about the harpy frenzy. Anyway. You found something, didn't you? What is it? Tell me what you found. Let me see that. What in the name of... Lord Deal's been poisoning the harpies the entire time. He orchestrated their frenzy. It's tainted gold. The daggers don't operate that way. We're not common thieves that break the law just to fill our own pockets. Well, we'd have to disband. We'd go our separate ways and hope we can find a way to feed our families. Damn it. This isn't an easy choice. I just can't accept that we'd get our start helping a noble do the wrong thing.
во всех играх почему-то не могу прям выбирать темную сторону. С одной стороны, ну какие-то сраные гарпии, всем мешают. С другой стороны, он их... Блин. Да это чертовы животные какие-то странные. Не знаю. Это квест, потому что...
You don't understand. This is wrong. I pride myself on doing the right thing. I've never broken the law or asked the daggers to do anything illegal. Now everyone's depending on me. I don't know what to do. This dagger you've handed me has a very sharp edge. No, not you. The daggers are of my own making. Let's find Lord Deal, give him his egg, and get our gold.
I do hope you have both the thief and the egg. Oh, yes, yes. This one shell shines even brighter than the others. My study. If you think to try to slander me, worm, good luck with that. I put gold in the pockets of the highest ranking guard. You... What are you... No, bother. Very well. Tell me what you want. Fine, fine. You have a deal. Hope you choke on it. Now tell that damn Gelvin to come out so we can finish our preparations. Your daggers have done a good job, Gelvin. Even if you did lose your way for a bit. Still, you've earned your pay.
Happy that we were able to help, my lord. This gold will be a big help to the daggers.
Next time I need assistance, I shall call upon the daggers again. Now you, on the boat, be careful with that.
You did the right thing, old friend. Don't beat yourself up over it.
I hope you're right, Bumnog. I hope you're right.
Привет, я играю Нордом, рыцарем-драконом. Прям все по канону.
Saw that group that calls itself the Daggers earlier. Never seen these groups.
Свинопас.
Thieves! Daggerfall is full of them. They steal anything that's not nailed down. They even stole my... This was no simple robbery. It was grand larceny. And I know who did it. The font stole my glutton. He's been itching to put my prized pig on his menu. Serve him up in a stew at his wretched inn. Glutton's missing, and I just know Lafont took him. They said to take it up with the magistrate, but that takes too long. Poor Glutton doesn't have that much time. I need someone to rescue him before he becomes a ham.
Квест похититель свиней. Да, я сейчас бегаю в данном случае с двуручом и луком. Ну, так чисто для того, чтобы скиллы качались. Все.
Welcome to the Rosy Lion, friend. Have a seat, and I'll pour you a mug of something strong. Did he say I stole his damn hog again? I didn't. Not this time, not last time, not ever. Do you see a pig on a spit in here? Most likely, every time the pig escapes, Wigton accuses me of thievery. Every time. Ugh, what a nuisance. Look, check the alleys in the northeast section of the city. Go on. I'm sure you...
Ты что, говорит, видишь свинью на вертеле? Это не я украл свинью. Щеплю. Прожора.
Live to reveal our secret.
Ничего себе. Прожора меня привел к какому-то основному квесту. Вот так вот думаешь, типа не основной квест, какая-то фигня со свинопасом, а тут раз и основной. Вот, блин. Придумали.
You found him! You found my wonderful little glutton! I bet Lafont was hiding him there until he could turn poor Glutton into ribs and chops. But now I've got my prized pig back. Lafont's guilty of something, I'm sure of it. But what do I care about strange vines? Talk to Jagosh over by the Mages Guild if you're so interested. He knows his plans. Sold me some herbs one time when a glutton ate some.
No sudden
Ah, someone new to talk to. Are you here for something specific or just to say hello?
Орк-маг вообще такой черт.
A strange vine. Unusually thick and covered in thorns? In the city? Son of a troll! I've seen such vines to the north. Be wary of those vines. Wherever they appear, the Bloodthorn cult isn't far behind. Well, don't dawdle. Ask your questions. I don't have all day. They're death mages led by the cursed Reachman Angoff, the Gravesinger. I heard they were causing trouble north of Glenumbra.
Проклятый пределец. Ангов, могильный певец. Ангов, мобильный певец. Чуть не прочитал. Кто такой?
Angoff's a Reachman, one of those magic-cursed savages from the border of Bangkorai. But he's more than that. He's a necromancer,
They call him Gravesinger because he made a deal with the Daedric Prince. Angoth and the Bloodthorn cult used them for some foul purpose. If you see the vines, that usually means the cult is active in the area. The vines spread an evil poison through the soil. It's a hateful...
Понятно. Хлопает. Же алтарь могу ставить на первом уровне, обалдеть. Клиф поставим. Так. Красота. Мечтал этот просто костюм приобрести. Наконец-то он есть. Смотри, какой красавец. Настоящий просто рыцарь дагерфольский. Опаньки. Класс.
Is highly discouraged at the present time. An unknown corruption has agitated the usually peaceful spirits of the Vale.
Флипок, привет. Что горет? Ну чё, Флипок, прошел за маму ДК, все. Понятие. Да, думаю, 20-ки нормально. Так, ребят, вернулся. Босс появился или нет? Видимо, нет. Ждут. Какая-то записка. Привет, ребята, привет. Сейран. Combat Metrics показывает ХПС. ХПС это heal per second. Неплохая комбинация. Это скорее 9 баллов из 10. Но мне больше альтмер нравится. Ну, если сделаешь данмера, ничего, я думаю, принципиально критичного не будет. Ну, так просили в баллах.
Isn't what I had hoped for. Nothing like finding out that the family estate you inherited is nothing but a pile of ruins. And here I thought my life was fine. I just found out that this land belongs to me. You see, my father recently passed away. I was reading his journals and learned of this place. I wasn't sure why he kept it a secret until... This place is haunted. Makes my skin crawl just getting near the damn place. There are imps everywhere, and the whispers, they threaten me. bailborn always pays for services rendered. This place might look like a ruin to you, but it's a part of my family. It's all I have left. Search the ruins. See if you can find a ghost wandering around, or wailing, or rattling chains, or doing whatever ghosts do. You think I should hire a priest? Damn ghost won't let them in. Why else would I be standing out here? That's like asking me why my father Maurice was such a bastard. There are things we aren't meant to know. When the voice whispered to me and said that the land was no longer mine. According to my father's journal, this property has belonged to my family for centuries. But Maurice was also alive.
Не, квесты здесь, конечно, очень интересные. Чуваку дали родовое имение. В нем призраки. Но он боится туда заходить. Говорит, ну это мое родовое имение. Разберись, пожалуйста. А потом он будет жить. Даст тебе там немножко золота и так далее. Нет бы там, я не знаю, хоть частично право собственности дал.
My mother's necklace. She gave it to me. Told me to give it to the woman who would become my wife.
Is this what I think it means? Oh, Maurice, this is the happiest day of my life.
Ну что, нормально, сделал предложение женщине.
Hand in hand, we snuck through the gardens and sat on a bench beneath the moon. The way he looked at me sent shivers down my spine. Our love is forbidden. Still, we care for each other deeply. He plans to tell his parents of our love soon.
I missed you so much.
Почему вдруг любовь двух взрослых людей запретна?
Would never give my necklace to a lowly serving girl. I don't know which is worse, your lies or your thieving fingers.
Maurice,
please tell her of our love, the time we've spent together. Why won't you say anything?
I'm sure she didn't mean to steal it. She's been working awfully hard. Perhaps exhaustion.
Enough! I'll hear no more excuses. Punish her with the whip and then lock her in the tower.
О, подлец. Бедная девушка, небось там в башне заперта навечно. Эх, между прочим, до сих пор и в наши дни мужчины современные ничего поперек маминого слова не могут сказать. Увы, Блин. Такова жестокая правда. Октопус, привет. Что, тебя побили, что ли?
That wasn't such a good idea. It wasn't necessarily bad after you entered the ruins without any trouble. I'm not counting the imps, mind you. I assumed that the spirit had fallen asleep or something. Anyway, as we stepped inside, we were hit with a wave of incredible force. It hurt. Great. Just great. If you shake my family tree, my father wouldn't be the only bastard to fall out of it. But he might be the worst. We have to reason with this spirit. Show her that I'm not the one who wronged her. And I don't... What? Why would I do that? That's a foolish idea. A Baelborn never abandons his property. We need to get rid of her. Explain our side. But I'm not really sure how to communicate with a spirit. Maybe you could summon her. You just... Well, you... Damn, I don't know. Head back to Daggerfall.
Вот чувак.
We have much to discuss, you and I.
There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me?
О, нет, это мне не нужно.
Honestly, why fight a foe up close when you can... I do hope you're not dabbling in necromancy. That magic always causes more harm than good.
Октопус, спасибо большое. Можешь не донатить, я все равно для себя это делаю. Ну, как бы... Как бы тебе сказать? Я делаю канал таким, чтобы... Вот, которого не существует, но я хотел бы, например, чтобы он был, и чтобы я зашел, и там были такие видео. Этот канал был, но этот канал у Джиллиана. А Джиллиан ушел работать в Zenimax онлайн. Поэтому Джиллиана, к сожалению, больше нет. Поэтому канал он закрыл. У Дельти были очень хорошие видео, но Дельти стал качаться, похудел, открыл свой тренажерный зал и тоже, в общем-то, прекратил играть. Поэтому... Алкаст никакой реально полезной информации особо не несет, кроме как... Это... А кто? Что же юрист? Ну, красавчик. Доцент Скалдир. Актоп, спасибо большое. Блин, чувак.
Collection of foolish thoughts that, all to sell more books. Don't expect to find much truth in a tome such as that.
Точно.
Summoning spirits can be dangerous work. I heard about you, about how you entered the ruins of Baleborn Tower. You must not undo the sacrifices that have already been made. My master sent me to give you advice by helping you accomplish what the Baleborn has requested. My master sent me to help you summon the spirit. You need to see why the Baleborn... words are so much less effective than seeing the reality of the thing. Now think carefully before you answer my next question. I need to determine if you can truly summon the spirit of the... You can't remember one simple thing, but you seek to end a spell you don't understand. My master retracts his offer. You must find a way to summon the spirit on your own. I suggest starting with the mine. The mine once belonged to the Theman family, before it was shut down. They still own the land, and much of the family is buried just outside the mine. Planting the spirit's belongings in her family's soul, I have a certain connection to this situation. Neither your bad memory nor my master can change that. You need to see why this curse was placed on the...
Блин, ну я был уверен, что зовут Эстель. Черт. Теперь придется в шахту лезть. Шахта. Тельмон. Кстати, ребят, скажите, в гарнитуре нормальный звук или так себе? Я вот пообщался с человеком. Он мне сказал, что нужно сделать, чтобы звук был на порядок лучше. Говорит, надо оборудование, паука, зону, плевалку. Говорит, и микрофон за $200. Я такой, не, ну нафиг. Говорит, у тебя и так все со звуком нормально, это... он говорит, надо внешнюю звуковую карту. Я говорю, не-не-не-не. Не-не-не. И так хорошо. Я не согласен. Блин, ну ее Клоди зовут, оказывается. А я думал Эстель. Вот черт. Ну, Клоди, Клавдия Шифер, да, блин, ассоциации надо было придумать мне. Клоди, сорян.
What have you done? The Baleborns hired you, didn't they? But you don't understand. You don't know what I gave up to stop them. I fell in love with a coward. A Baleborn who couldn't disappoint his mother, even if it meant his beloved had to die.
Я вот не понимаю. Вот.
Before the end, I begged and prayed for someone to help my unborn child.
Я не совсем понимаю логики. Вот. Боялся разочаровать мать в чем? Ну, красивая женщина, там, ну, хорошая фигура, там, так сказать, второй номер, все при ней, симпатичное лицо, бретонка.
You have to understand. Akatosh, Daedra, it didn't matter who heard me. I made a bargain, got my revenge, saved my baby. The Baleborns deserved to lose what they loved the most, their wealth, their lands. I felt my child leave. The Baleborns don't change. That family carries evil in its heart. Let them all rot. The ward and the waterfall will always keep the Baleborns away. No! You can't! The master won't let you. My baby. What would become of him? The master would kill him. I don't believe...
Ну, надо пообщаться, что у нее там за ребенок такой, что там произошло, на самом деле надо выяснить. Постоянно, кстати, играешь вот в ТСО и постоянно какие-то решения какие-то. Надо принимать ту или иную сторону. Ага. Не, надо попросить этого козла свалить, он вообще по-хамски общается. Нищим этим.
Nobody cares about. Could you help me? I'm next. I know I'm going to be next. Murder. My friends are already dead, but the watch doesn't care. What's one less beggar? Start in the trade district alleys. That's where old GM was murdered just yesterday. Maybe Lieutenant... Thank you. It's a terrible thing to be poor. You're invisible. No one cares. I'll tell you whatever I know. The watch found old GM last night. The night before, it was Ragged Ron. When one of us dies, they blame the cold or the plague. But Jian and Ron were cut up something horrible. Can you believe it? A wolf in the city? But that's what the watch thinks. Who am I to say any different? Still, we're everywhere. We're easy prey. Some folks just don't like us. Take your pick. This killer isn't stopping. It's brutal.
Не, ну, чувак, ты безусловно прав. На нищих всем наплевать. Просто вообще прав на 100%. Поэтому вас и можно убивать. Сейчас мы скажем Бильборну, чтобы тот валил отсюда. Отель. Не отель, а отель.
What's going on? I was able to get this far, but I still feel the approaching dread and building terror. Did you talk with the spirit? I told you my father was a bastard, but what he did happened many years ago. I had no part in that. Why should I have to suffer for what he did? It doesn't matter. Listen, you need to convince the ghost to move on.
Не, ну ты дерзкий маленький засранец, это однозначно.
Convince the spirit that we suffered enough. My mother ordered the hired guards to reclaim this place no matter the cost. It's out of my hands. These men will kill anyone who gets in their way.
Ничего себе. Еще угрожает петух.
Damn it, I tried to warn you. Remember that. I tried. I'm leaving before the ghost...
Ничего себе.
Useless, the both of you. We'll handle this ourselves.
Вот козлы. Я сделал правильный выбор.
Every Baleborn who dares to return to this land shall fall.
The Baleborn heir. He could have been my son, if Maurice had only stood up to his evil mother. Instead, he let her lock me in that tower. What happened? He ran headfirst off this cliff. The curse remains in place just as Takneen promised when he first appeared to me in the tower. You know, I never asked what happened to my child. It's comfort enough that Takneen continued.
You aren't a Baleborn. Besides, we believed that you would do the right thing. I hope my child grew up with the same virtues that you demonstrated here. Thank you.
О, неплохое кольцо, кстати.
A pact was forged here many years ago. No Baleborn may walk this land. Any of that bloodline who ignore this decree shall be dealt with. Harsh. My master made the deal. I am merely the... He serves at my master's side. But as long as the child remains useful, I shall honor the bargain. Evil? Such a mortal way of thinking. I exist to serve a purpose. Right now, that purpose is to ward this land from the...
Ну, чувак прав. Прикольный. Дремора, реально.
Good. Can you help me? You've come from the woods. Did you meet one of our sisters, Wirisalina? We haven't heard from her and we're very... Wirisalina went to find out what happened to the Guardians. We haven't heard from her since. She's probably on the road near the Vale of the Guardians. There were terrible things in the woods, and we're not warriors. Could you find her and make sure that she's safe?
Как-то вещунью поискать. Красиво в Глинумбре, красиво. О, а что это здесь шатун делает? Ничего себе. Я не знал, что можно такого массивного чувака оттолкнуть.
Sisters, let me talk to this stranger. We are busy. Please make your business quick.
Ничего себе.
Did she? Well, now that you've found me, perhaps you can help.
The Guardians no longer speak to us. There's an old rite to contact them that might work, but it's too dangerous for us to...
Что-то, ребят, притомился немного. Наверное, пойду отдыхать. Всем хорошего вечера. Я, наверное, уже выключу игру и пойду прилягу. Вчера квесты проходил. Ребят, до трех ночи квесты проходил. Очень интересно. Всем советую, знаете, как поставить РОСО и тупо начать все читать и проходить квесты. Все очень интересно. Игра крутая. Всем удачи, всем пока.